Hi, thanks for joining. I am Don Ranatunga, licensed real estate broker in Ontario, Canada. Residential rental properties are an important component of housing in Canada. New immigrants, foreign workers, and relocators from other provinces may require rental properties to satisfy their housing requirements, at least until they find a way to purchase a home. So today I'm going to talk about how to find residential rental properties in Ontario. These are my recommended steps. First, understand your needs and wants. In this regard, pay attention to factors such as if it's important for you to be in a particular neighborhood, or if access to facilities such as public transportation is important, and factors such as the minimum number of bedrooms that will satisfy your needs. Then understand your affordability. My advice for you is to plan on spending less than 35% of your gross income on rent. So, for example, if your monthly household gross income is $4,000, my advice is to find a rental home for less than $1,400 per month if possible. However, this is just a recommendation and not a hard set rule. Landlords are not supposed to reject rental applications solely based on minimum income criteria. However, they can take into consideration income information along with credit checks, references, rental history, and any guarantees when evaluating a rental application. It's noteworthy that Canada has a very robust human rights legal framework, and discrimination by landlords in any shape or form is illegal. Third, seek professional help by retaining a real estate broker or salesperson by signing a tenant representation agreement, or also known as a TRA. While it is possible to search for properties via internet and other sources on your own, real estate brokers normally have access to databases and networks that are not accessible by the public. They also are considered experts in their field and are able to are up to date on current market conditions and price trends. A real estate broker can guide you through the application process, make sure your rights as a tenant are protected as per the Residential Tenancies Act, and negotiate on your behalf with landlords to secure a reasonable price with conditions to protect you. So as a tenant, you might wonder how much it would cost to retain and obtain services from a professional real estate broker. Most probably none. This is because in most cases, a tenant's representative broker receives a commission from the proceeds of the lease from the listing side when a lease is finalized. However, there are exemptions to this. For example, if you as a tenant instructs your broker to find off-market rental properties that are not listed through a listing brokerage and does not appear on multiple listing services databases or MLS, the chances are that the landlord will not pay your representative broker, since the landlord is not being represented by your broker. In this situation, you may need to pay your broker for their time and effort, and such payment agreements should be spelled out clearly in the TRA, or the tenant representation agreement, when you first retain your broker. So how much should you pay in such an instance? In Ontario and in Ottawa, it is normal to offer half a month's rent plus HST to the tenant's representative. However, there's no rule as such, and you can negotiate and agree on that payment with your broker. Again, such payment agreements should be negotiated and included in the TRA when you retain a broker, ideally before you start the property search with the help of that broker. So once you have a real estate broker finding properties for you, the next step is to arrange property showings with the help of your real estate broker. The next step is to draft and submit offers to rent and negotiate with landlords, hopefully with the help of your real estate broker. Once an offer has been accepted and all conditions are met, most likely you will need to submit the first and last month's rent to the listing side. Under the Residential Tenancies Act of Ontario, Except in few exemptable situations, it is mandatory to execute the Ontario Standard Lease. Your real estate broker will be able to explain further and guide you on how to fill and submit these forms. At this point, you should receive keys to your rental property as per the rental agreement. Now, even before you start this process that I explained, there are a few things that can bolster your chances of getting a good rental property without getting rejected by landlords. These following recommendations will most likely strengthen your rental application. First, know your credit score and credit history. It is advisable to have a full credit report ready with you to submit with rental applications, as many landlords may require this. If you are new to Canada, you may not have this option, unfortunately, and may need to rely on other sources given below, such as obtain employment letters stating the duration and salary information, and obtain letters from former landlords, and obtain other relevant references that could strengthen your application. Remember, all such documents may contain your personal information, and submission of such data to unknown parties should be vetted carefully and done so only if it is safe. Your real estate broker should be able to advise you more on this. So just to be clear, what I have presented above is not legal advice. Thank you again for watching this video, and I hope it helped you to understand how to find a residential rental property in Canada. Please feel free to contact me anytime if you have any questions regarding this video or anything regarding real estate in Ontario. Wish you all the best.